Welcome back, everybody, to the final build update for the Back Cove 390 for Boston Yachts. We can see behind us here, it is an absolutely beautiful evening as we prepare to get this boat ready for handover and delivery down to Edgartown for its new owner. But before we do that, I want to walk you guys through everything the team has been hard at work doing on this build. So, without further ado, guys, top to bottom, bow to stern, inside, outside, all that good stuff. Let's show you guys everything we've got done on this build. All right, start right up here on the brow, guys. You know it, you love it. We do a lot of these Lumitech Razor lights right here. You can see there's a very nice low profile, keeps a very clean look for the build here. The reason we do three, that middle one right there, that is a spotlight. These outer ones right there, those are floodlights. We can turn those on independently. So if we want just the center light on, we can have just center. We want to have the floodlights on, just the floods. Turn them both on, or all three on rather, we can do that as well. So we've got that going on right there. Then we take a look right behind us. We have the Garmin MSC10. That is the Marine Sat compass. It's a highly accurate GPS antenna compass right there. So we've got that going on. And then we can also take a look and see we have a pair of the Xantrex solar panels right there. Because this boat's going to live on a mooring, we need to give it its best possible chance for success and making sure that those house batteries stay topped up as it's living out its life on a mooring. So we got those going to a Xantrex charge controller down below that I showed you in a previous video, making sure that everything's getting charged up there. And then as we look further back here, guys, you can see the open array Garmin Phantom radar on the Sea View mast right there. So that's going on right there. Under it, we've got the air horn. You can see kind of peeking out underneath right there. So we've got that going on. And then on the Sea View mast, we take a look over my head here. Back is, where is it? Like right there, we have the ever popular FLIR M300 camera that's augmented really nicely with those Lumitech Razor lights up front there. So we've got our FLIR M300 camera. Then we've got our GA38 antenna. We need that GA GPS antenna. That one is for that GA38 is for the AIS 800. It needs its own dedicated GPS antenna, so that's why we have that there. We take a look above that, you're gonna see we have our all-around nav light, and then on that little tongue sticking back right there, that is our mast camera. That's for looking back. We're gonna show you that on the screen here in a moment. So we've got that going on, and then we have a pair of the digital 8-foot VHF antennas, and then still not done with the hardtop here, guys. Take a look back here. You can see those scan strut mounts we've got going on to another pair of the Lumitech floodlights and, of course, a Starlink antenna because, again, we're doing a lot more of those as well. So now let's make our way back into the aft cockpit here, guys. Kind of see behind me, we've got, let's see, starting down here, we have our JL M6 10-inch sub, and then we've got a pair of the 7.7 M6s as well as the first of many of our Lumashore color tunable lights. So we've gone ahead, we've changed out the overhead lights here, and we've also changed them out in the cockpit here. So under gunnel, all of our courtesy lights have all been changed out to the color tunable lights. You can see actually under the seating right there, and back there as well. So we've got all of those lights. And of course, you know, if we're going to do a lighting project, guys, you might as well make sure you're going all in. So as I take a walk back here off the dock and we get this view here, you're going to see that we've also done the engine lighting on the V10s as well as 4 of the SMX 153 lights. So, and that's just sitting real pretty right there, guys, of the sunset and the golden hour. So we've got that dialed in right there for us. And then as we make our way back on board, guys, I was talking about scan strut and all the deck glands and all of those things that we deal with them. Well, we also have done a scan strut Atmos air inflator for water sport toys, whether it's, you know, stand-up paddle boards, tow behinds, things like that. And that is mounted in that cabinet right down there. So that's what that black box is right there. That is the Atmos air pump. So we've got that going on in there. So if you want to fill up your air toys and things like that, it's right there. You open that hatch up, turn it on, bam, you go right to town. So now let's hop inside to the air conditioning here because it's a little hot and thick out there. shut the door behind me, you guys are going to take a look around and see that we have got more Lumishore lights. So all the overhead lights have been changed out, and we've got a separate zone up there. As you can see, those are right now going through the color cycle. They're in purple. So we can go ahead if we want to. If you're running the boat, you just want a dim red light for your overhead, you can choose those, dim those down, and have all these other lights off. Or vice versa, if you're trying to run the boat early morning or late at night, it gives you that flexibility to do that. So we've also gone ahead and changed out our courtesy lights down here as well. All, again, color tunable. And another thing that we've done here, we've got one more switch still coming, but we've gone ahead and we've changed out all our switches and we've labeled them all. This way, you know what everything is. We don't end up with any blank switches like it came with from the factory. So we've got that going on. And then we come up here, we talk about the JL audio and the upgrades. We've also done a Fusion 770 Apollo upgrade here. So this has been the 670 taken out and the 770 has been put in its place because it's built to have Apple Play and a bunch of those kind of features as well. So we've got that going on. We take a look in the overhead. There are some more of the JL M677s right there. And then we spin around here, guys. We've got this nice sunset view going on. We have a pair of the Garmin 8616s. You can see we've got our FLIR M300 camera showing right here. We've got our mast camera. We've got our Lumishore right here. So if we want to do any of our color tunability and change things, we've got it. Boat also has side scan transducers plus traditional sounder right there. And obviously we've got all of the Merc as well. And then we've also got up forward another pair of the JL M677s in the master stateroom as well. So we've got all of that stuff going on. And then we've also gone through everywhere and changed out all of the USB outlets to USB flips from ScanStrut. So you get a USB-C and a USB-A outlet. So we can go ahead and do some fast charging like I've got my devices here while I'm doing some housekeeping and cleaning and getting things ready. I like to make sure everything is charged up. Now, we're going to go down below to the unassigned space where all the black boxes and all the magic happens tucked away down there. So let's hop down there. This is where we fast forward. All right, guys, so now we are down in the unassigned space, and you can start to see all of the wiring that's taking place here. As you can see, we have all of our Lumishore lighting, and everything is nicely labeled there for us, so we know what module is going where, from our LumaLink to our courtesy lights to our Neon Flex and all that good stuff. You can see all of our relays for our Lumitech light bars. You can see all of our wiring here has all been labeled out and done up nicely. Everything's really easy to get at. We take a peek into the overhead. We have a pair of the JL amps. We have a 6-channel and a mono channel right here. And then we look back here, and we've got our GMS-10 hub. We've got our Starlink. We've got our AIS 800, our VHF 315. We got all kinds of goodies hanging out right in there. And that is everything that's going on this build. Now, that was a lot. If you want to know any more about this build, past builds, maybe you're thinking about doing a build, reach out to us, sales@navtronics.com. We'd love to talk. And I'm going to go back out there and check out that light show we created with this beautiful sunset. Peace.